I think the thing is we wanted to incorporate the idea of music theory and how that relates to either your practice or your progress or how that can help you during the whole course of events. And, for some people, music theory could be like, oh, I'm not, maybe I don't see how that helps me, or, whatever the perception is, it can get lost in some kind of abstract concept that's not really applicable. So maybe first, for people who aren't totally familiar, like with music theory, maybe we should talk a little bit what music theory is.
Yeah. So, if I may say something.
Yep, absolutely.
So I see music like a language, and English was not my first language. English was probably my second or third. So growing up, I spoke a little bit of English, but at the same time, I was speaking other languages at the house and also at school. But when I came to the States 20 years ago, I knew a little bit of English, but it wasn't proficient enough for the school to put me with the regular classes with other Americans. So I was in the ESL program. And so when I was in that class in the ESL program, I learned a lot of the English grammar. And so I would like to associate the grammar like the music theory. So the grammar helps you place the words in the right places, and so you know how to write a sentence or speak the sentence fluently. And so the same thing for music theory. There are rules that you should follow, and there are basics, things that you should learn. And with all that stuff, once you learn all that stuff, then you can apply into the musical context.
And to that point, I think that's the thing is, like, a lot of musicians refer to music as a language. I believe that music is a language.
Yes.
So maybe it shouldn't be called music theory. Maybe it should be called like the study of the music language. Because the word theory,
grammar.
the word theory is like, E equals MC squared or something like that. So, but really music theory is the study of the music language.
It really is. And just think about when you're studying a language, if you speak more than one language, for example, like for me, it's you have to practice speaking that language a lot.
So I think the part of that
music is the same.
Yeah, and I think the thing is like understanding the components of the language. Okay, so now here's the thing is like, going back to the idea of practicing. Okay, all the things that you could practice. I think a lot of people focus on the song or the piece, which is good because the thing is the song or the piece is what people want to hear and or was probably the most rewarding experience of playing for most people. Is like, I've played the song, or I learned the song, or you're playing the song, or when people ask you to play something, they want to hear a song. They don't want you to play a scale or something like that.
Right.
Okay, so totally understand that. Now, but the thing about if you study music theory and the components of that, learning the language more thoroughly, then you can learn songs faster because
Yes.
you understand how they work.